This image was taken in 1943 and depicts a catastrophic event involving a steam locomotive in the state of Ohio, USA. What happened to the locomotive's engine to make it look so terrifying and devastating? If this happened to the locomotive, imagine what happened to the crew on board. Watch this video until the end to find out the whole story. To understand the obscured image you're seeing, you must first understand how a steam engine works. This is the design of a steam engine for old trains, where water is heated to turn into steam. The steam then applies pressure to drive the locomotive's driving wheels, powering the locomotive. The engineers or crew ignite the fire in a box called the firebox, which operates on solid fuel, wood, or coal. Their path leads through pipes, and the smoke emerging from them appears on the second side along with the exhaust from the locomotive's smokestack. The heating tube assembly remains surrounded by water, and the space within this water is called the boiler. The boiler, in Arabic, is the water tank in steam engines, or we can call it the boiler. When the heat travels in the heating tube, it heats the water in the boiler, turning some of it into steam. This steam becomes compressed and needs a place to escape or exit from. Firstly, it moves to a component called the steam dome, then it goes down to the cylinders that supply power to the wheels. In some designs or models, steam initially moves into a device called the superheater, which is outside the steam dome. The wet steam that enters the superheater is transformed into highly heated dry steam, which adjusts the temperature of the water in the boiler. It enhances the free energy and at the same time reduces the likelihood of steam condensation in the engine. The steam engine operates on two basic principles: pressure and temperature. Never underestimate the temperature and pressure in a steam engine to the extent that parts of the engine always need periodic maintenance, and any piece in this engine. It must ensure that it operates at a very high level of efficiency. Any failure, even a minor one, in this system will result in catastrophic energy destruction, which brings us back to this image. The drop you see, which Savick Ando Ohio Class T and number 3020, heard a loud explosion that shook their city, and the source was the railroad track to find the train in this scary shape, the steam engine. It was embedded and disfigured horribly, and its debris was scattered in all directions. The crew on this train were 3 individuals who all died from their injuries. The locomotive's boiler exploded, and the heating tubes protruded from the front of the train in this terrifying manner, which explains what happened in this image. But what is not clear in this image is the reason for the boiler explosion. The investigators in this incident said that this train was descending from a hill, and this train was supposed to stop in front of a booth of the railroad track to fill it with water. In the past, these steam trains had booths filled with water in the train's boilers, and these booths were distributed on the railroad track. This train was descending from a hill and was supposed to fill its boiler with water. The train crew said it's not a problem to fill the water, we're going down to a house, and after this house, in the main station in the city, we'll fill the water from it. The mistake they made was huge because this water not only serves as the main function. It turns into steam and moves the locomotive, but it also has another very important function, which is to cool the engine. The firebox heats the water, and the water cools the firebox at the same time. The exchange of heat between them maintains the temperature of the steam engine. If there is any imbalance in this system, such as the water in the boiler evaporating and the level of the plates in the firebox rising very hot, the metal will turn red hot and start to melt. Keep in mind that this machine contains a quantity of steam that compresses very high and very strong to the extent that it draws or moves tons of the train's weight with its carriages. If there is any malfunction in this cooling, the steam will explode. The hot, explosive steam that came out hit the brake operator, coal operator, and locomotive engineer, stripping them to the bone. Some reports said that the brake operator was the last one to die in the hospital, and he was seriously injured by the steam before he died. His last words were begging the other 2 dragons with him to fill the locomotive's boiler with water. But they didn't care about what he said, and after that, he died from his injuries. These old steam trains did not have inspection systems like modern trains, and the train crew was solely responsible for maintenance and maintaining the balance between temperature and pressure. Boiler explosions in these old trains were the main reason for water shortage, although these explosions were very rare. And after 80 years since this image still shows something wonderful that happened on the train, and more terrifying when you contemplate it and imagine the condition of the crew on the train. What could happen to them? Surely what happened to them in their last moments was much worse than the terrifying image. And this is all you will do if you like this video. Press the channel and share from all your accounts and from all social media sites, and God willing, when I prepare a new video for you, I will see you on good terms and say goodbye to you.